This here is U.S. Marshal John H. Little. May he rest in peace. So John Little, of course, was a U.S. Marshal here in the 1850s in Kansas at a time where Kansas was really just torn in between two factions. Basically, it was people who wanted to make Kansas a slave state, make slavery legal, and you had the other side, which were free staters, basically people who wanted to abolish slavery, want nothing to do with it, and those people, they were pro-black. You would call those people Republicans back then. And the Democrats were the people that wanted slavery. You had two different sides, two different factions warring on and on from the late 1840s through the mid to late 1850s. There was a time in Kansas, it was called Bleeding Kansas, and basically like how the Wild Wild West was, how you see in films and TV, it was real life here. And you would get free staters who would actually go to slave person's house, take them out of their house and shoot and kill them. And then the other side would do the same thing. And in 1858, I believe it was in June, Marshal John Little, who was pro-slavery, he got into a firefight with some free staters, and in the process was shot and killed. It appears just from the grass growing around it, this grave has long ago toppled over. Delia Davis, born in Putnam County, Indiana, July 4th, 1851, died September 29th, 1903. You know, I know it would take a lot of effort and maybe possibly a bobcat or some kind of a piece of construction equipment, but I would really like if somebody were to go around and fixing these great, I have a stupid dream. Maybe one day I can get this channel so big. Maybe I imagine I have it all played out. I would have some kind, not an RV, but maybe just a van that can tow, and I would have like a little crane, and I would be able to travel around to different cemeteries, and just kind of fix this, make it, all you would have to do is just, grade out that ground right there and get a good adhesive and just plop it right down, and it would be good for another 100 years. The ground shifts, the earth is constantly shifting, and it makes me sad that nobody out here would be willing to do that. But maybe one day I'll be a YouTube, million subscriber channel, and I'll have the money to go around and just do that for the rest of my days. I can only dream such big, lavish dreams. Miss Davis. John F. McWilliams, February 25th, 1884 to July 17th, 1956. How foolish of me to see a stone that appears to be small enough to where I could lift it, and, well, needless to say, it lies where it's at. One day I'm going to be able to fix these. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it, but I think I can do that. Josiah Cole, who died aboard the steamer Crescent City, June 22nd, 1868, aged 55 years and a day. He rests in hope until the sea shall give up the dead that are in it. And the stone, it was put up by his sister, Mrs. C. Urey, on July 6th, 1875. Sadie L. Staton, wife of Leo Staton, born June 17th, 1876, died December 31st, 1895. So the open road is calling me. I gotta get out of here. But like a boomerang, I always come back. And hopefully as I do these forgotten in-depth videos, maybe I'll do a little bit more research, because I do like looking up people's lives in the past. It's just, most of these graves out here, there's just absolutely no information. It would take me hours and hours and hours just to find 10 people that somebody wrote about or have any kind of a historical record. Anyways, live but not live, but still live by the grace of God. I am Lamont. Thank you for watching. Catch up with you in the next video. Peace out.